Hey guys, it's Beanie Boo Wolf, and welcome back to another video. Alright, so I recently made a video saying my opinions on the 2024 Beanie Boos, which, by the way, are finally released. And yes, I thought they were going to be released sometime in the fall, but I guess I was wrong. Anyways, in the end of that video, I briefly mentioned how Ty is doing re-releases of some Beanie Boos that previously had hard glitter, except now they are replacing it with a softer fabric. And I thought I would talk a little bit more about it in this video, so let's get right into it. Now, you guys might remember, like 2 years ago, Ty released a second version of the Uniboos where they were without the horns. So basically just turned them into regular Beanie Boos, I guess. Well, now they're doing something kind of similar where they're remaking Beanie Boos except without the hard glitter, and they're replacing it with a satin fabric instead. Not the same thing as what they used to use, however, but it is pretty similar. Anyways, let me show you some of these new designs. I won't be showing all of them though, because then this video would be way too long. I'll just be looking at a few that kind of caught my eye. By the way, all credits for these pictures go to Dutch Ty Leaks 2 on Instagram, so definitely go follow them if you haven't already. Alright, let's get into these designs, shall we? Alright, the first one that we have here is Opal, and I love this one so much. As you can see, the ears are now a different fabric and color. This is definitely one of my favorite redesigns because the pink is so much more fitting than the previous stuff they used, which was hard glitter, and it was gold, which I feel like was very random and kind of ruined the design for me. So this definitely looks better in my opinion. And the next one we have is Heather. So for the third version, she now has no horn and no hard glitter. I remember when Ty released the second version of Heather where she had no horn, she had hard glitter in her ears, which kind of ruined it for me, but now she doesn't, and it looks a lot better. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing this kind of makes me wonder if Ty is going to retire the Uniboo designs or just not produce them as much, since they didn't go back to the horns when they made the third version. But I feel like retiring them would be kind of a bad idea because I know that a lot of people like them with the horns, and I kind of like the idea where people can have options on what they want. If that makes sense. Like, if they want it with or without the horn, they can choose. And getting on to our next design, we've got Fiona. Now, I actually made a community post about this one back in March, so this design is familiar to me, but if I'm being honest, I don't really like this one that much. It's just, to me, this one is very plain and lifeless looking. It also kind of looks like the fabric got turned inside out. I think they could have used a more shiny looking type and maybe not a whitish gray because it doesn't really match well with the pink. But hey, one thing positive I guess is that it doesn't look identical to Amaya anymore, so... And next up we have Atlas. Okay, this is another design that I kind of don't like, since this just looks even more like Piper. Very original. While I'm glad they got rid of the hard glitter, I feel like they should have done a different color on the inside of the ears. I'm telling you, something like teal or white would look really cute. Same goes for this one. This is a redesign of Prince, and I think they should have done maybe a different shade of blue in the ears because now this just looks even more like Skylar. Like, I don't know, I think it would be super cool if they tried changing things up on these ones like how they did with Opal and Fiona. Since Atlas and Prince already look a lot like existing Beanie Boos to begin with, and it would just add a little bit more originality to it. I mean, I guess I could always do it myself since I know how to switch out the ear fabric on Beanie Boos, but like, come on! Another thing that I've also noticed about this is Ty is redesigning Beanie Boos that didn't even have hard glitter to begin with, like Squeaker, Hambone, Livy, Fisher, and some other ones. Which, in my opinion, is a little unnecessary since the previous fabric they used was fine, and it also looks the same practically. So it seems like this isn't just for the Beanie Boos that had hard glitter, it's kind of for all of them. And I kind of wonder why Ty is randomly doing this. I think they could actually be trying to listen to their fans now, since for years, a lot of people have been saying they don't like hard glitter, including me. And maybe after all these years, they finally realized that. That, or maybe they're just changing what kind of fabric they use entirely for some reason. Maybe because it's like better quality or something like that. Because, not to be rude, but the quality of hard glitter is literally terrible. The scratchy texture feels very uncomfortable, and it just overall kind of ruins the design of Beanie Boos. So the quality definitely looks better if you ask me. Anyways guys, that is all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of this new thing Ty is doing. I personally think it's pretty cool, and I'm glad I'm finally able to get better versions of certain Beanie Boos without having to worry about the glitter getting everywhere. And once again, thank you so much to Dutch Ty Leaks 2 for providing these images. Please go follow them on Instagram if you haven't already because they post a lot of updates on Beanie Boos. They deserve so many more followers, like, go follow them! But yeah, that pretty much concludes the rest of the video. Bye everyone!